The earth is not earth, but a stone, not the mother that held men as they fell, but stone, but like a stone. No, not the mother, but an oppressor, but like an oppressor that grudges them from their death. But like an oppressor that grudges them their death, as it grudges the living that they live. To live in war, to live at war, to chop the sullen sultry, to improve the sewers in Jerusalem, to electrify the nimbuses, place honey on the altars and die, you lovers that are bitter at heart. The person has a mold, but not its animal. The angelic ones speak of the soul, the mind. It is an animal. The blue guitar, on that its claws propound, its fangs articulate its desert days. The blue guitar a mold, that shell? Well, after all, the north wind blows a horn on which its victory is a worm composing on a straw. A dream, to call it a dream, in which I can believe in face of the object. A dream no longer a dream, a thing of things as they are, as the blue guitar, after long strumming on certain nights, gives the touch of the senses, not of the hand, but the very senses as they touch the wind gloss, or as daylight comes, like light in a mirroring of cliffs, rising upward from a sea of X. That I may reduce the monster to myself, and then may be myself in face of the monster, be more than part of it, more than the monstrous player of one of its monstrous lutes, not be alone, but reduce the monster and be two things, the two together as one, and play of the monster and of myself, or better, not of myself at all, but of that as its intelligence, being the lion in the lute before the lion locked in stone. What is there in life except one's ideas? Good air, good friend, what is there in life? Is it ideas that I believe? Good air, my only friend, believe? Believe would be a brother full of love. Believe would be a friend, friendlier than my only friend, good air. Poor, pale guitar. A substitute for all the gods, this self, not that gold self aloft, alone, one's shadow magnified. Lord of the body, looking down as now and called most high, the shadow of Chocorua. In an immenser heaven, aloft, alone, Lord of the land and Lord of the men that live on the land, High Lord, one's self and the mountains of one's land. Without shadows, without magnificence, the flesh, the bone, the dirt, the stone. Poetry is the subject of the poem. From this the poem issues, and to this returns. Between the two, between issue and return, there is an absence in reality. Things as they are, or so we say. But are these separate? Is it an absence for the poem which acquires its true appearances there? Suns green, clouds red, earth feeling, sky that thinks. From these it takes. Perhaps it gives in the universal intercourse.